Have you ever wondered if a nation could truly stand alone, producing everything its people need without relying on anyone else? Imagine a country operating entirely independent from the global marketplace, a self-contained economic entity. It is a fascinating idea, especially when considering the pressures nations face during times of conflict or political isolation. The economic concept of autarky refers to a national policy of economic self-sufficiency, where a country strives to produce all goods and services it requires internally, with minimal or no reliance on foreign trade. Essentially, a nation pursuing autarky aims to reduce or completely eliminate its economic dependence on other countries. Nations often pursue autarky for strategic reasons, primarily national security and military preparedness. By reducing reliance on external suppliers for critical resources like food, raw materials, and manufactured goods, a country can insulate itself from potential blockades or political leverage during wartime or international crises. This approach also allows for the protection of nascent or struggling domestic industries from foreign competition, fostering internal growth and employment. Moreover, ideological factors, such as promoting a strong national identity and limiting foreign cultural or political influence, can drive the adoption of autarkic policies. Achieving autarky typically involves implementing high tariffs and trade barriers to restrict imports, alongside government subsidies and incentives to bolster domestic production across various sectors. Resource acquisition is paramount, sometimes leading nations to seek synthetic alternatives for scarce materials, or, historically, even to territorial expansion to secure essential resources. Strict rationing and controlled consumption can also become necessary tools to manage internal supply and demand. Historically, the pursuit of autarky often coincided with periods of intense economic nationalism. This involves prioritizing national economic interests above all others, frequently through protectionist measures and state intervention. While proponents believed it would create economic stability and strength, particularly as a bulwark against global depressions or in preparation for conflict, it frequently led to inefficiencies, reduced innovation, and higher costs for consumers. In some pre-World War II contexts, the quest for autarky fueled aggressive foreign policies, as nations sought to control vital resources and markets within their own expanded economic spheres rather than relying on peaceful trade. Ultimately, autarky is a compelling yet often impractical economic strategy, driven by a desire for national independence and resilience, particularly in turbulent times. While aiming for self-reliance, it can paradoxically lead to isolation, economic strain, and a reduced overall standard of living. Understanding its historical applications, especially in the lead-up to global conflicts, helps us appreciate the complex interplay between economic policy, national security, and international relations.
If history fascinates you, like, subscribe, and explore more with us.